Hi, I'm Chef Faz Ahmed and today is a lockdown special. We're making spag bowl, Desi style, and there's quite a few firsts for me, so it's the first time I'm cooking from my home ever. I've never cooked because I've been so busy, so lockdowns enabled me to spend a bit more time at home. And also it's the first time I'm going to cook for my wife. And the third first thing is it's going to be the first time I've cooked anything that's not British Indian restaurant cooking or a traditional curry. So I'm going to be quite new to this, but I've got some twists and turns to make it more Indian. I'm going to put some spices and all that. It's going to be really good. Okay, so to make this Desi spaghetti bolognese, you're going to need an onion, probably not all of it, a teaspoon of salt, some oil, coriander, probably just a pinch of coriander, some green chilies if you want it spicy, our Desi style spice mix powder, chilled chili if you like it hot. If you don't like it hot, don't worry about it. Some peeled tomatoes. I think I've got 2 or 3 in here. I'll probably use about a couple. 1 garlic clove, about a kilo of minced meat, and some Naga Pickle to make it spicy. If you don't want it spicy, it's optional. So there'll be some optional things in there. There'll be some things that you don't have to put. You need to cut the onion in half. This knife is so blunt. I'm not used to household knives. Into thin pieces there. And then you've got the garlic. I'm just going to make these into very small sizes. Got some oil, so about 3 teaspoons of oil I think should do, 3.5. I'm going to get the onions. I'm going to get about a teaspoon of salt, just about 3/4 teaspoon, just to help caramelise. And leave that on here to cook. So after about a few minutes, the onions has caramelised, so they're not burnt, just browned a little bit. So after that, we're going to put the garlic in. See, if you need to add a touch of oil, add some oil. And we're just going to let the garlic cook for a bit. So after a couple of minutes, as you can see, the garlic's gone a little bit brown. We're going to add the minced meat. So if you break up the meat, stir it up. Leave it to cook for a bit. So when all the richness has gone, it's nearly there. It's about 3/4 of the way there. When it's nearly cooked, this is where you add a couple of plum tomatoes, a couple of peeled tomatoes to squash that in, a little bit of juice. Just going to mash it in. It should melt in. You have our Desi style spice, which will give that Indian, Pakistani, Asian taste to it. It's about 3/4 teaspoon. Always put a bit in, a bit more in. There's our chilled chili. That's if you want it spicy. If you don't want it spicy, don't put anything. Just going to put just a little bit, because I've got green chilies going in there and I've got Naga Pickle going in there. So that fusion of spices. We've got this Naga Pickle, just a little bit for flavour. It's about half a teaspoon just for flavour. Put on low gas and let the spices just simmer in now. So after a few minutes it looks pretty much done. You always got to taste it. Is there enough salt? Is there enough? Do you want it more spicier? I'm just gonna try a bit. That spice and Naga's really gave it a different complexion with the tomatoey taste. It's just really come out really nice. I would suggest, just for me now, I just need to add a little bit more salt in there. But it's really giving a nice taste. And the smell of the spices, it's beautiful. Really, really nice smell. After about 10 minutes, it looks done. It's almost like a keema curry. That's going to go on there. It's just a little bit more flavour, that aroma. It's just a lot better. When it's done, just want to sprinkle some coriander, the green chilies. Just a couple of minutes before taking it out. And leave it for about 2-3 minutes and it's done. To cook the pasta, the spaghetti. So we just got boiling hot water there. Just going to add a bit of oil. I put it in rices, in the boiled rice, just so it doesn't stick. And I think it's the same theory with the spaghetti. Just a touch of oil, help it not stick. Just a teaspoon of salt. And then you put your spaghetti in. Just got a fork. I'm just twisting it around until all the spaghetti is inside the water without breaking it. After about 15 minutes, it looks like it's done. It's soft. I've tasted a bit. It's got no floury taste to it. It's pretty much done. It's ready to go on the colander. After a few minutes of the spaghetti straining out, just going to serve some up. And there you have it, spaghetti bolognese, Desi style.